So here we are. Welcome for this morning movement practice. Today is the number 6 already. And today we will focus on our feet, yeah? So I'm without socks, but just for, it's hot and I'm feeling more comfortable on the ground without socks. You can use socks now. We will have a first part where we will take care of our feet, yeah? And we will do a little massage, not so strong, just a little bit. We don't want to trigger anything. And then we will pass on the second part, which is feeling the ground and feeling the contact between foot and ground, and feeling the weight, our weight on our feet. And then we will go into walking. Yeah. So let's start. Yeah. And of course, then if you want to, you can follow just one part, you can follow just the other one. You can then look at the video later and decide which part you want to get. And at the end of the video, I will tell you, I will give you some suggestion on how to do this movement practice during the week. So take a comfortable position. And if you can, take one of your feet, and start looking at it and see how it is. And maybe you know that there is already some places where he needs to be taken care of. So, for example, I have some pain here, and I will massage a little bit here. But be careful, we don't want to massage too much. We don't want to make a strong massage. Yeah, if you're not used to it, yeah, it's better not to go so deep, because it can be that you are just triggering. Instead of releasing and helping, you're instead triggering something that is inside the muscles, yeah? So just a little caress where you think that your foot needs to be touched. I'm usually moving also my fingers, and I'm opening them as if they're like fingers of a frog, yeah, do it like that. And massaging a little bit. I'm also not going too much deep, because I know that I have some problems. I had some problems with fasciitis, and I don't want to trigger it again. So I leave this to specialists. But caressing and giving a soft massage underneath, it's also possible. Yeah, anyway. Yeah. We can go to the fingers, and we can go on the upper part. Yeah. Opening, and on the lower part, on our sole. Here. And on the ankle. And just bringing the attention wherever you feel that your foot needs. And then let it relax. And feel the difference between the 2 feet. Which sensations are arising from the foot that you just massaged and took care of? Which sensations are arising from the other one? And if you Close your eyes and you don't look at your feet. Which image do you get from them? Yeah. Put your foot on the ground and feel the contact of the foot on the ground. You can also press a little bit with the foot, and I always do this thing of opening the fingers on the toes on the ground. Thinking how the sensations are changing. Okay, and then we go to the next one. So next foot, just have a look, short caress everywhere, and then you can focus on some parts of it. Fingers, upper part, lower, opening underneath, opening upper, the heel, and the ankle. And when you think you took care of it and that you kind of reactivated it, put it on the floor and feel the contact on the floor. You can spread the toes. Press a little bit. Feel the difference between the two. Move a little bit the toes. Play a little bit with them. Shake it out. And then come on a standing position or on a sitting position. Yeah, better if standing, but you can also do it while sitting. So now you stand and breathe out. Feel your feet on the ground, the contact between the sole of the feet and the ground. Which part of your feet are in contact with it? Do I need to readjust? I'll readjust. Okay. And I move my weight on different directions, like in the front or in the back, on the side, and I see how the contact on the floor is changing, yeah? And then I stop in a situation that, in a position that is comfortable for me. And now we will start walking, yeah? So one of the book of meditation, walking meditation that I was reading, it says that you walk one step after the other one. So you put one foot and then the other foot in the front and then the other foot in the front. So it's quite simple, yes, but we want to bring awareness on this walking. And the awareness, we bring it on the sole of our feet. And you can also bring it on the upper part of the feet and also on the ankles, on the toes. Yeah, you can choose which part, but I would suggest to start from the sole of the feet. Yeah. So we are on a neutral position and we just do a step forward. Yeah, and we don't arrive with the point, we arrive with the heel, and then we put down the rest of our foot. And the back one is pushing. It's not just arriving passively, but the back foot is pushing on the floor and is going further. Yeah, and now the other one is back and it's pushing on the floor and so on. So if we want to do this, yeah, is front push back, front push back, front push back, front push back. And now without really thinking of this, but let's try to not to do it so fast, but anyway, to bring a little bit of dynamic and see how much you can feel the sole of your feet, even if you go a little bit faster. And probably you will lose a little bit the connection with the sole of the feet if you are going too fast. Yeah, you can also go backwards on the sides. You can really play a little bit with it. Yeah, and you can start going just front. Yeah, as if you are walking on the street. And then you can start playing around. So probably you will need to slow down a little bit if you want to keep the connection with the sole of the feet on the ground. And now, just to play a little bit with it, we imagine that we always want to, when we are walking or when we are moving with those feet, yeah, on the ground, we are really pushing from the back or from the side. We are pushing, but consciously. We are pushing consciously so that this is giving us the possibility to go further. And go back to the normal walking. And find an end. Stop on one position, breathe out, relax, feel your feet on the ground, thank your feet, relax the belly, relax the jaw, relax the tongue in your mouth. And slowly we come together again. So, okay, you can see me now. So, the movement practice is done. This movement practice, I would suggest to do it first in your, for example, in the morning you get up and in the morning you get up, you just try to take care of your feet, yeah, and then when you put your feet on the ground, feel the ground, get up, feel your weight, and then walk. But I would also suggest that during the day, you find some time, maybe putting some alarm clock in your mobile, where to remind you to walk consciously. So we are walking usually, yeah? And also if we are having a sitting job anyway, we are walking, we will anyway walk till getting the coffee for the pause, yeah? So when you walk, remember to walk consciously and to bring the attention on the soles of your feet. And one step after the other one, remembering then that the foot in the back is pushing so that you get the momentum. Yeah, and in this way, you're also massaging your feet, bringing attention to your feet and being aware of how they stay on the ground, and also remembering to push with the back foot, yeah, is helping to make a natural massage of the feet. Another reason why I would like to bring the attention on the feet, and that I think it's really important, is because they are holding our weight. Yeah? And so somehow it's a way to honor them, and also to make sure that we have then less problems, for example, because if a foot has some problems, can be that the problem is somewhere else, okay, can be that it's coming from the center or from the back, but can also be that if I have a problem here, then I have a problem also somewhere else. They are interconnected and they are influencing each other. And so good feet are helping also to stay healthy and to feel good. And again, we need to to honor them, to thank them, because they're really holding lots of weight. If you imagine, we are I mean 60 kilos, 80 kilos, or whatever kilos you have, and all those kilos are going on the feet, yeah. So they are holding a lot. So bringing a little bit of attention is helping. And nevertheless, you will feel that your walking is changing a little bit if you bring a little bit of attention also to the sole of the feet. So you can do at the beginning, when you get up, you can just massage them, take care of them, put them on the ground, feel how do they feel, stand, feel the weight on them, and then start walking consciously in the morning till you get your breakfast, whatever. And later during the day, put some alarm clocks so that you can remember to walk consciously, yeah, to put attention on the sole of the feet while you walk. So this is the basic. And if you want something more, you can decide to put the attention not only on the sole, but you can change the attention, put it on the upper part, or put the attention on the toes, or put the attention on the ankle, and see what's changing, what kind of sensations do you get differently if you change point of attention. And another thing that you can do, if you have a little bit more time in the morning, when you get up and you give weight and you start walking, take, let's say, 2 minutes more to not just walk, but really to shift your weight in different direction and do as we were doing before, where it was not really walking, but it was moving in the space, using this pushing possibility of one foot, which is pushing on the ground, so it's moving my body in some direction, and bringing the attention on the feet, sole, toes, ankle, upper part, whatever. So I hope that this is clear. There are some questions already. So let's see if there are also here. No? Okay, here I cannot see the question on Facebook, but I guess it's everything fine. Let's see here. While walking is nice. That's why I enjoy being barefoot feet, so I can feel better. Yeah, that's true. Bare feet is really nice because you can really feel a lot more the contact with the ground, and yeah, can be so regarding triggering something when we massage our feet. I just bring one of my shortly my experiences, which is I was dancing and I had a little moment of resting. Yeah, I was in a jam of contact improvisation, and I massaged my feet, but it was nothing really so strong, but it was stronger than usual. And when I got up, and I got up really like jumping, because I liked the music that was running in that moment, I had a big pain under my foot. I guess it was the right one. Now, luckily, I forgot which one. And the osteopath told me that I had a fasciitis. So the problem was not the massage, but our muscles are keeping some tensions. When we are experiencing certain situations, but also just stressful situations, or maybe don't like something that we come across to, or just some stressful situation in the work, that doesn't mean that has to be dramatic or traumatic. Yeah, it can be just normal situations that we come through and we have to deal with, or maybe many situations, one after the other one, that we have to deal with, and we don't have the time to release those ones, and we are still always on this higher level of functioning. Yeah, then the body is keeping the tension, and it's keeping the tension on some parts of it, which are, let's say, related also to the problem sometimes. And so it just needed a little massage that I made, maybe a little bit stronger than usual. And instead of releasing, it was triggering, and I had a contraction, more contraction. So my body was telling me, I have a contracted muscle here because of, I don't know what, I still don't know it, but it was just a trigger. It was making it worse. So you know your history better than me, and you know your feet better than me. So when you go massaging, if you know that you are usually massaging them and you don't have problems with it, then you go on with that. If instead it's something that you don't usually do, go to them with a little bit of care, first caressing, and then trying to see how much deep and how strong you can massage them. Yeah. So for this week, this is the movement practice: feet, taking care of them, massaging them, bringing some attention on the sole of our feet while we walk. and let me know how this is going. You can comment on under the video, and I will answer to you as soon as possible. Next appointment next Monday at 1:15 p.m. for the Embodiment Cafe, and on the next Tuesday for the next movement practice at 8:30. Bye bye and take care. Ciao.